niggas ain't got it in it. This is what some of these niggas just don't listen. Got me a pen, walking the spot, it's lit. Yeah, we told her not. Yeah, and Putin, I quit out the act and I couldn't fuck with it. Yeah, I knew that I would be a legend, but some of these niggas ain't got it in it. Yeah, I knew they could fuck with my presence, but some of these niggas just don't listen. Got me a pen, walking the spot, it's lit.
What is going on, entertainment? So today we're talking about South Central Playboys season 1, episode 3. Okay, so we start off where we left off, where we see Fun Dip and Kendall fight. Let me tell you, if I was with them, I'd be so embarrassed of one that fight and just two being around them, because they just look crazy outside, just yelling like that. I'm like, what the hell are they doing? Like, if y'all don't get them inside his bed and drive off. So Funny's like, I want him. Okay, so production's just trying to calm down Fun Dip. They trying to put him back in the van. They promised the kid all that, y'all know, Fun Dip not going to jump on him. Okay, so but Fun Dip, you need to calm down though before you catch an aneurysm. It's like Big Lou on them lives. He be one day one of y'all gonna stroke out on one of these shows and one of these Instagram lives because y'all screaming at the camera so damn much. Like a rock concert. So then Ant gives us like a Naj confessional. He was like, the fight was trash, like straight garbage. Basically how Naj says when LaRue and Queen D fought. It really was, to be honest. It really, because it's like none of them really hit each other. That's why the fight was trash. Like none of them really touched each other. But Fun Dip got his leak back at the end of the episode. So then they get on the bus and they start playing music, right? And the music that was playing was Zay's music. That's one of the Playboys. Cashy gonna talk about, what the hell kind of song is this? Trash ass crap. Turn that off. So Zay turned around. He's like, that's my song. When I tell you I scream so hard, it be the SoundCloud rappers for me. I'm telling you, one thing about it, the quickest way to make anybody who produces their own music is not signed to, of course, no label or nothing like that, tell them that their music is trash, especially somebody that's up and coming. If you do that, it will crush their entire dreams. Okay? So you could see Zay's heart literally drop when Cashy said that. I ain't gonna lie, I laughed at it. It was funny though. The song, it was not the best. It wasn't the best. I'm gonna say from what I heard, the little preview that they kept playing. Okay, but Cashy though, you didn't have to go on a tangent. Like we get it's trash, but like he kept going on and on about it. I feel like he was trying to get a reaction out of Zay, to be honest, because he was just like, "Oh, that song is trash. It's horrible. Turn that off." Whose song is that? Why that beat so low? Why y'all not playing Glorilla? Like he was just kept going on and on and on and on. So Zay just got really, he ended up getting super, super mad because he's insulting his art. Okay, it's his music. So then they start playing Kendall's song next, and y'all know Fun Dip. He Pastor Tiny. I don't want to hear that. Nobody want to hear that. Tiny. So the moment before they even said it was Kendall's song, he started acting like that. I said that must be Kendall's song. I said that must be his song because why he acted up like that. So it'll be Kendall's song, whatever. So Cashy goes, "Oh, it's all better than Zay stuff." That's when Zay get up, because at this point, Cashy was asking for it. You wanted him to confront you. Like, come on now, you really did. Like, come on, like you did. Like, come on. Like you thought he was just gonna sit there. So he gets up. And then he ends up confronting him, whatever. He's just like, don't disrespect me, you disrespecting my music, so on and so forth. Not gonna lie, Zay do look different on camera than when he looked like on Instagram. That's all I'm gonna say. Anyways, he gets up and confronts Cashy, and they end up talking it out, and they agree that they're gonna like respect each other or whatever, right? I still feel like Cashy was being too petty. Like, he was doing the most. And then they get to the house and their host is revealed. So Zell walks up. I guess Zell thought he was going to get a round of applause. Made that clap. Round of applause. Made that. Nah, all the boys was like, I said, ooh. Zell thought he was going to have a big one coming up in there. And they act like they wasn't even the least bit of excited to see Zell as. That was the funniest part one of the funniest parts of the episode to me. He's like, y'all not excited to see me? Anyways, I'm finna start calling out all the people that started thumping before I came. So he starts calling out two by two the people that have already fought at the meetup spot or whatever. And Zell at one point was like, "Oh, not everybody might not get a room." So yeah, Mal for some reason thought he was finna run up in there. He do a little fake, you know, when you running track with your friend, but then you like, ah, he do one of those. Everybody looked at him like, if you don't sit your short somewhere, he ended up not running. He might as well have started running, get a head start to pick a room, right? So then they end up getting in the house, and Fundip, y'all, ends up fighting Candle. Fundip did win from what we saw. Okay, it looked like he was getting hits in or whatever. Yeah, Fundip got that. Okay, he has a lot of energy. Y'all, they don't call him Fundip for nothing. Cause damn, nigga, like I would have been exhausted by the end of the night if I was him. He's like, ah, who you down? Like he just screaming. He ended up fighting him. He buka baka boo. He ends up at the entrance of the door, right? Zell's just backing up. He's like, oh no, they fighting. They fighting. So he backing up. He backing up. They start fighting or whatever. It looked like he got on top of Kendall, I think. So then the boys start picking their room or whatever. And Pharaoh has got like this big bed. And I like the way that house, y'all did y'all big one on TV, baby. That house was big. That house was huge. Apparently it was in Malibu. I think it was in Malibu or something like that. That was one of the nicest houses I've seen around television in a long, long, long time. Too bad they probably gonna trash it up and it probably left smelling like bunk, weed, and musk. Okay, but that house looked really, really good. So they end up finding their rooms or whatever, and Pharaoh picks this big bed, and it has like this like framing around it. That bed looks so good too. It was huge. It had like this little metallic framing thing around it. So Matt wanted the room. So he gets in there, he started hopping on the bed. He's like, no, this my bed. This my bed. So he grabs Pharaoh's stuff and throws the purse. Pharaoh's like, what? Wait, what's going on? Pharaoh know what to do. So he's sitting in the bed. And I hate when reality shows do this. I feel like that whole room thing to me is so dumb. Like, it's so played out. Like, just give them the amount of rooms that, like, is needed. Because that whole Zeus tries to do that too. At least for them, it worked. With Zeus, it never works. Like when they try to like not give them enough rooms, or they try to, you know, they have better rooms than other rooms. This one, they just seem like they didn't have enough rooms or something like that. But with Zeus, they be trying to, you know, not put it like give them bunk beds, and then some people have nice ass master bedrooms. They don't even be fighting. They end up working it out every time. We've never seen them fight over a room, fist fight over a room, like ever. So that whole room thing, I just feel like these networks need to stop doing that. It's really irritating. So Pharaoh ends up fighting Mac like 3 times. Pharaoh, put here, hold tight.
No hands though. Put here, hold tight.
Okay. Pharaoh said, I'm gonna pull if it's the last thing I do. Come here. He starts on grabbing, he tugging, he playing tug of war with Max head. He okay, like a dog with rabies. So he starts to dragging. Mac. Mac, even though he was pulling your hair, I'm sorry, Mac lost all rounds. Pharaoh was getting him. It's just fat. Like, I don't even like Pharaoh like that because something about him is off to me. Like, he just comes. I'm really good off of energy, and like his energy is like, ugh, like, nah. So even besides that, I'm gonna give a nigga his props. He won all 3 rounds, every single round. He won. That's just what I think. Even though he was pulling the hair the whole time, and I do hate the pulling hair though, especially with dudes because it's attached to our scalp. So it's like if it comes out, it's a wrap. Like you have to grow it out, and then you're gonna end up looking like Larry.
No hands though. Put here, hold tight.
Okay, so the second round, he ends up coming back in, right? So after the first round, Pharaoh walks in back in the room and end up fighting again or whatever. So like I said, he ends up winning again. So that second round, they thumping near the TV. That production lady yelled so good. She said, "Not the Tuesday! No! I thought it was Fun Dip. I said, is that Fun Dip? That wasn't Fun Dip. It was production. Production's like, that TV, that flat screen. no. Okay, because that's gonna come out the bed. Shit. I don't get why they be like adamant on little stuff like that. When it's like y'all know they're gonna fight in the house. Don't put TVs in the house. Just take it out. Reality TV shows they shouldn't even be watching TV anyways because the less TV they watch, the more time they're gonna have to interact, and that's gonna create more content. So they shouldn't be no TVs in the house unless it's for production. Like Cash shouldn't be watching TV. Like y'all are the TV. So they'll eliminate the problem either way. Thank me later, okay? So the production lady screaming or whatever. Zell comes in. He's like, "So who bed is it? Who bed? It's gonna be your bed or it's gonna be your bed? We need to decide whose bed is it." And I'm like, "What you the host for, Zell? You was what that's supposed to really facilitate that and try to find out whose bed is it gonna end up being. Like, don't be asking them. You need to make the decision, Zell. Okay." So he's like, Who bed is it gonna be? It's gonna be your bed. I need to know. Y'all gonna run another round? Oh no, they fighting. So they end up doing a third round again. And Matt just keeps getting mad because Pharaoh won't leave the room. Pharaoh had the room first, so I feel like it's only right that it was his. Like, Matt just came in there on his bully stuff. So they should just let Pharaoh get the room, to be honest, because he really did have the room first. They came in there bothering him. So Pharaoh won't leave the room. And he starts calling him all types of colors. So he said he a black African, dirty African, yo black ass, yo dirty black. Y'all know the typical colorist stuff. So Pharaoh's just like, I'm not even African. How's that an insult? Let me tell y'all something. Next time y'all want to roast the African, watch Young Famous the African. They got money for real. I want to be African. How about that? So I could have wealth passed down to me generations. Fuck is you talking about? This American shit ain't cutting it. I'm sick of it. So they start cussing each other out. And he's like, your mama bitch. Yeah, your mama bitch. Next thing you know, he throws like a box at her. That shit look like a puzzle box. I'm like, y'all got puzzles in the Playboy house. I don't know what it was, like a puzzle of a Playboy bunny or something. But that box was big, so he's a book. He throws it at Pharaoh. So Pharaoh ends up trying to swoop like a boomerang. He tries to throw it back out. So they go for a last round. And this time, Pharaoh decided to use a technique. Okay? He used that soiree technique with the kick, but he put that one foot up. He said, ooh, 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 ooh. I said, you better work with them techniques, Pharaoh. Use that one foot. Because if y'all don't know, by that point, Pharaoh's hand was already swollen. So he had no other options but to use his feet. Okay? So he used that. Okay? So he almost popped Mac in the face with his foot. Okay? That's what you get for calling him an African. That was real African-like. He used his foot. How about that? So we see in one scene, y'all, we see Kendall as a running against up on Funded. Funded like, I got you. You won that. You won that, Funded. You won that. And Kendall, you just gotta take that L. You just have to take the L. That's it. I'm talking from a view's perspective, y'all. Don't be mad when y'all run across a video. Okay. So then we see Isaiah, and I want to know why they got beef. Like I said before, we're not in a group chat, so I wish they would explain that a lot more, because like they just like they're fighting for no reason. But of course they're fighting for a reason. I just want to know why. Like I just really just want to know why. So then we see Isaiah walking. No, first we see some big booty nigga walking across the house. So I'm like, is that Santana? Let me find out, Zell, you brought Santana. And then it's Isaiah. Isaiah not as big as Santana though, but it was a thick dude walking around the house. I'm like, oh no, that's Isaiah. Isaiah. So Matt ends up throwing a drink on Pharaoh because they all, after all of this happens or whatever, they go in the theater. So at this point, they're telling them the ground rules of the show, what they should be expecting, what they won't allow on the show or whatever. And I think it was the network owner talking in the background because they didn't show his face. And they're like, oh, you guys can't break stuff. That the lady started getting mad. The same lady that sounded like Thunder, she like, that TV. Okay. Apparently that flat screen, it might come out the budget because I think they end up denting in the flat screen. But my whole thing is, y'all know they're gonna be fighting, so don't even have certain items in the house, vases, glass, all that. Remove out, put it away until you finish filming. Put that back because y'all probably rent out the house or whatever. Putting it back right after they finish filming. That'll avoid all the money being wasted. I'm just saying. So then, Mac ends up throwing a drink on Pharaoh, which Pharaoh at this point looked like he looked like an abused dog. You know them strays that you be seeing that they get abandoned in the arms of an angel. So Pharaoh's just sitting there. He like, okay, his hands are just humongous. He just sitting there. So then next thing you know, Mac just throws like a cup of Hennessy or something at him. And at one point, Pharaoh tells Maul to shut up. This is why I say Pharaoh to me kind of rubs me the wrong way. I don't know what it is about him. He just comes across as one of those girls, those gays that like are always negative. Like they always have an attitude. That's what he gives me. Like, no lie. Like I get that off of him like quick. So he ends up telling Maul to shut the fuck up. And then Maul's just like, who you talking to? Who you talking to me? You talking to me? Cashy like, he talking to you. He talking to you. I think he talking to you, Mal. He talking to you. So Mal like, no, he not talking to me. No, he talking to you. He is. He was. Okay. So Mal's just like, why you telling me to shut up? He's like, because you talk too much. Like, you run your mouth. Mind you, this whole episode, I haven't heard Mal say a peep word. So maybe that was cut out and he was talking during the whole time in the theater, but we didn't really see that. Okay. So then at one point, Cash ends up calling Mac she. I even hate being called she and I'm gay. Like, I don't like that. It gets on my nerves. Like, I don't know what it is. It's like, ooh, like, don't do that. Like, don't do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially if like a girl does it. And like, I'm not saying like somebody that I'm close to, but if somebody I don't know like that, it's like, I already see you. You get what I'm saying? Like, the girls I don't know what I'm talking about. And he probably called it, you know, Cashy Messy. He probably called Mac she because, you know, the rumors that Isaiah, you know, put out there. He probably peeped that before that was even put out there. Because he did say that Mac be acting like a girl. And you know, he called him Makisha. Okay. You should have called him Macarena. That's a better nickname. So then Mac's like, I don't want to be called she. And then he was like, I did it. So what about it? So they end up fighting with us. He was like, so what's up? They start boop, bop, boop, booka, baka, boop. Cash beat your ass. Sorry, Mac. Mac, you took like 4 or 5 L's this episode. I thought you was Big Mac, not the Lil Win. Not the Lil Win. Nah, baby. Okay? Sweet Dreams is the only big Sweet Dreams, not the Lil Win. That's the only person that lived up to that. Sweet Dreams. Big Sweets, not the Lil Win. So then Mac gets mad again. Because of the whole situation, and the episode kind of ends up with them starting to like fight or whatever. Zell needs to step it up as a host because, like, you know what I'm saying? Start, you know, being referee type ish. That's what I'm saying. All right, let me know what y'all thought about this episode. It was way better than the last episode for sure. Because that last episode, I don't know what that was. Leave your comments down below. We're out, baby.
Ain't no personal thing.